Victor Walk came about after, my first book, Playing with Fire, came out, and realized after that the enormity of sexual abuse and how common it is in the world. And then having so many people from all walks of life, start to tell me their own stories or their own history of sexual abuse and rape and, you name it, all kinds of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called a bunch of my friends and I said, hey, let's go on a walk and see what happens. And so the first Victor Walk, we walked from Toronto to Ottawa.
Toronto to Ottawa.
Yeah, over a 10-day period. So we did 10 walking marathons in 10 days.
On CFWE FM, so where did the walk take place?
On the old number one highway through Ontario there. And, just to see what would happen, And we were raising awareness around the subject of sexual abuse and rape and all this stuff. But we were also focused on justice as well as, getting tougher sentences and more help for people who've had this experience, et cetera, et cetera. And so I had a guy in Los Angeles who wanted to do the Hollywood version of my book.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came to Calgary and we sat down and we talked about doing this movie and whatever. And I just said, I don't think I'm ready to do this yet. I said, I just came out with my own story and, it's just been overwhelming and an incredible experience. I said, there's more I need to do before, we do this movie. So I called him 3 weeks before we were going on this Victor Walk, and I said, hey, listen, I said, why don't you come up and document this walk? And he said, yeah, I would love to. And so Michael Lynch, who's the producer and director of the film, he basically walked the whole entire walk backwards.
Wow.
With a little camera and a GoPro is how we sort of shot this documentary.
Theo Fleury in the studio with us today on CFWE FM. His film Victor Walk is going to be the opener to the Northwest Fest. Just talking about how this whole walk, it took place over the course of 10 days from Toronto to Ottawa, over 400 kilometers walked. How did it, what happened on the walk?
The most incredible, amazing experience of my life. And people were pulling up in their cars on the side of the road and getting out and telling us their stories. And it was unbelievable. And, we sort of live in the world of produced reality TV,
Yeah.
It's not really reality TV, it's produced.
Yeah, it is.
And in this documentary, we have people on camera telling us their stories for the very first time they told anybody in their whole entire life. And that's what makes this film incredibly powerful and inspirational and motivational. And, there's lots of hope and so we're really excited to start to, get this movie out, distributing it across country and showing it in many places. So,
just taking a look at some facts on there. 1 in 5 boys and 1 in 3 girls have been sexually abused before the age of 18. And your film Victor Walk really touches on that subject in an organic way.
Yeah, it sure does. There's 10 million survivors of child sexual abuse in Canada.
Yeah.
100 million in the United States and almost 1 billion people worldwide. So, and it's a subject that most people would rather just sweep under the rug and not deal with it and not talk about it. And the documentary doesn't do that.
It's very, very open. That's very nice.
We put it right in your face. And, we want to talk about it because talking, I believe, is the greatest way to heal from this type of experience.
Northwestfest.ca has all the information about how you can get tickets. The films will be running from May 5th to the 14th, and your film is going to be opening night at the Metro Cinema here in the Edmonton capital at 7 p.m. this Friday.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. We're teaming up with one of our partners, Little Warriors, who's an amazing group in Edmonton that supports kids who've been sexually abused, and they have the Be Brave Ranch. And so looking forward to hanging out with Little Warriors on Friday as well.
And if you go to the northwestfest.ca and you get that VIP package, you'll get to meet Theo Fleury, ask him any questions you want, and you also get a copy of his of your book, Playing with Fire.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome.
Where can people find you on social media?
TheoFleury14.com is my website, and on Twitter I am at TheoFleury14, Instagram at TheoFleury14, and Facebook Theo Fleury.
And you can get your book, Playing with Fire, probably on Amazon, eh?
Yes, Amazon or off of our website.
All right, Theo, thank you for joining the show today.
Okay, bud.